Welcome to the show today. I'd like to talk about things that trigger you. Are there things that trigger you from the past that you don't want to do again? Like a scary ride or something that happened to you as a child that scares you? Like you got lost in an amusement park and they couldn't find you for a while, so now you're afraid to go to amusement parks even though you're an adult and grown up and you don't want to face your fears? Well, I can face my fears for sure, but there's still things that trigger me. And I'm sure there'll always be things that trigger you for the rest of your life. So you just learn to cope with it and deal with it and know this is going to bother you. And you do what you have to do, like stay away from it or say, I'm going to go, but I need to stay close and be with you, or it's just not going to work out because I can't do that because it triggers me. Like I was pushed to go faster and I just don't want to do that. If I want to go miniature golfing, it's one of my things that I don't like because someone said, you're too slow, you got to go faster. And people were waiting to go through. You're in their way, so go faster. Hit that ball faster. Try faster. Don't take your time. Go faster. So miniature golf, I love miniature golf if I'm there alone or it's people that aren't pushing or wanting to go through or standing there watching because you're so slow. That happened to me, so I'm like, I don't want to go miniature golfing. That's just how it is. So I hate to be in the way. I hate to be like, you're in the way for us to go next, and you're so slow at it. So that's something I don't like to do to this day is miniature golf with a crowd. And if there's not a crowd, the miniature golf place isn't going to survive because they need business to survive. Yeah, I've been miniature golfing where there was only a few people and most of them were way ahead or they didn't come for like 20 minutes after we started. So we were like on hole 4 or 5 till they got there to do hole 1. Then I'm okay with miniature golf. But one of the things that triggers me is talking about, and I know there's different things that trigger each of us. So you might laugh at this or say it's really stupid or dumb. But to me, it's not. It's serious. So laugh away. But I'm telling you, to me, this is serious. And I'm just like the 1960s today. I would like to dance to a song like, hey there, Georgie girl, there's another deep inside. I forget the words of the song. And everyone knows it's windy. So I thought, put a side ponytail in. Something different. You know, dressing different. I got this dress a while back at a thrift store for like $4. It looks homemade to me, like someone hand sewed it. It looks very homemade, and it gets so wrinkly because it's cotton, but it's a cute dress. So I thought I'd wear it today. And it's supposed to really rain this afternoon and pour out here and pour down and be weather-wise horrible. So I thought I'd do the show early today. So welcome to the show, if I can say that again. And I'm talking about things that trigger you. So let's get back on that subject. This would trigger me, and it does trigger me when my husband talks about the fact that my daughter now has 2 roosters. And she wanted no roosters. She wanted 4 hens. And her friend from church gave her 4 peeps, little yellow peeps that were just like this big only. And now they're medium size, and they're going to be the full chicken size soon. Well, 2 hens now, and she thought she had 4 hens, but there's 2 hens and 2 roosters. Now there's real fancy names for them, like leghorns, and one's a cock of something, because the males, like they say, cock-a-doodle-doo, seriously. And then the hens are called something else, but I don't know those technical terms. And my daughter was enjoying getting eggs, lots of eggs. Now they're not laying much. Is it the feed we're getting? I don't know. Anyway, back to being triggered. They talk about, well, we're just gonna butcher those 2 roosters and eat them. And I'm like, you can give them away, but I don't want to live through that. I don't want to see you or hear that you chopped off their heads and that we're eating them because we raised them from peeps. And, you know, I'm not like a pet with them. They're just chickens that we thought would lay eggs for us. But as a kid, I had a blue peep at Easter, Christmas, oh Lord, at Easter, and mine survived, and my sister's that was pink or another color. didn't survive, but mine grew into a full adult chicken. And then we ate the chicken. They butchered it. And also a duck that was called Sergeant. We had duck one time. And when I said that was our pet and sort of freaked out at the dinner table, they laughed at me and said, get over it. And to this day, I didn't get over it apparently because I'm triggered by them saying they're going to chop these roosters' heads off. Yes, I saw them actually chain the chicken legs to a chain on a big tree and lay their heads across a big piece of tree stump and chop them. Because they left me run wild at age 4. I could run wherever I wanted. I guess my mom was done with it, raising kids. And I was supposed to just learn, I guess, by running around like a wild beast at the farm while they butchered and stuff. I saw pigs get shot. I saw cows get shot. And I saw them drop the pig by the legs into a vat of boiling hot water. And they scrape them. And then that's how we got ham. So just get over it. That's how you got food. Yeah, I know that's how we got hams in the smokehouse hanging. But I was 4, you know. I'm supposed to know everything that the older sisters that were, the one was 6, but I don't know where she was, probably at Uncle Lamar's house or something. I didn't see her around when I was running around staring through the fence into the barnyard at that stuff. And then another thing that triggers me is the Easy Bake Oven. I'm supposedly the spoiled brat, but when my brother moved home with his 4 kids, I don't hate those kids, I love them. But this is the truth. He favored his kids, of course. I'd have to go with, because I wet the bed. I couldn't go with to stay overnight with Aunt Sarah and Uncle Lamar with Patsy. So I had to go everywhere with them. And he got them like gifts that I didn't get, like for Christmas and their birthdays or whatever, like Susie Bake. I call it Susie Bake Oven for some reason. Go figure. Easy Bake Oven. And then like Incredible Edibles that were those creepy crawler making machines that you could eat. Yeah, I got to play with them, but I was always told, this is mine, or this is my dad's, the TV. This is my dad's TV. And I'd say, go plug it in the ground then, because this is my mom's house. But yet she dropped me like a vat of acid, I guess, to be her grandchildren. She wanted them not to go into foster care, which I didn't know any of this. I was just told, you will be seen and not heard, slap you across the face, and shut up. So yeah, I'm triggered by a lot of stuff. Easy Bake Ovens, things like that. Oh, you're just spoiled. Get over it. Get a life. Just let it go. You were bad, 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 bad. Yeah, right. Yeah, nothing good ever. Yeah, maybe some things, but before, I don't know, it's just triggering. Some things are triggering. So don't tell me to get over it, and that why are you crying? I'll give you something to cry about. You have no reason to cry, even though your knees are all bloody. You rode off the bicycle, off the porch, off on your tricycle, and you have no reason to cry. Just get over it. Later, my grandma put Band-Aids on, but my mom was like, who cares that you rode off the porch? I don't know why she was like that. She had a rough life, but no one explained diddly squat to me. I was just supposed to understand everything. I don't know if that's how it was back then in the 1950s and 60s and 70s, but it sucked. And I am triggered by things. So I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you just keep dancing.